Alright, now we're entering the last and final step of our scientific method, which is the conclusion. So our notebooks are out once again, and there it is, the last step. Well, this is where a lot of writing is going to take place. Now, I've already pre-written a conclusion. Whoa, and look at that, there it is. Now, as you can see, there's more writing than we did before, and there's more to come. This is not the only part of the conclusion. We still have another page and a half to go. But the question is what do you put in the conclusion? Well, there are three things that you need to remember, three important things. One, always restate your data. Now, you may think that you're repeating yourself and you may not want to do that. You're wrong. Restating it is always a good idea. This is the last part that your reader is going to read. So you want to make sure that they have fresh in their minds exactly what you were trying to do and what your data was. Don't let them forget about your data. So, can we spot our data? Where is our data? Oh, look, there it is. Lake Ronkonkoma, which had low plant vegetation, is about 1.0 parts per million of nitrates, and so forth. So everything in red is my data. Now my reader remembers. If they didn't remember from the graph or from our data table, they're still left with the information. Okay, well, one down, two other important things to talk about. Next, you have to tell me if your hypothesis was accurate or not. Was it accurate? Was it right? Or was it inaccurate and it was wrong? Please, everyone is always worried about, is the hypothesis right or wrong? If you had to do it for a class or for a teacher, you're afraid that you'll get a bad grade in case you were wrong. That's not the case. Most people, over 90% of everyone, they're wrong. That's okay. That's part of the scientific method. And look at this. My hypothesis was not accurate either. So don't feel so bad about it. It's not whether you were accurate or not. It's how you explain it. And that leads us to our third section. Explain your results. Explaining your results, well, this is very, very important. So, where did I do my explanation? Oh, there's the beginning of it right there. And it goes on to the next page. So, I have the three parts of my conclusion all in here. Now, you could add other parts down the road, but these are the three essentials. So, let's wind up reading our conclusion. In conclusion, the data has shown that all three plant concentrations, low, medium, and high, have low nitrate levels. Lake Ronkonkoma, which had low plant vegetation, had about 1.0 parts per million of nitrates. Blydenburg Lake had less than 1 parts per million of nitrates. And finally, Specs Pond has about 1.0 parts per million of nitrates. My hypothesis was not accurate because no relationship is shown between plant concentration and nitrates. Plant concentration might have, wait for it, no impact on nitrate levels, but in order to determine this, follow-up investigations need to take place. There are too many variables that could have increased or decreased nitrate levels in the real-world setting, like sewage pollution, water circulation, types of plants, and various other human activities. One possible reason that Blydenburg has slightly lower nitrate levels is that it is located in a county park and is less exposed to pollution. Therefore, the best course of action is to do a controlled experiment and analyze those results. So there you have it. I restated, I mentioned if my hypothesis was accurate or not, and of course, I explained my results and maybe what I could have done to maybe help prevent it.